Now, while we over here rocking, as you can see the time frame, from 1400s AD through 1500s AD, which is after death, we still rocking, right? So what happened? Like I said, this was critical. Infiltration, which was all our new Civil War leaders. Martin Luther King was an Indian. He sold us out. This how they infiltrated. Malcolm X sold us out. All the leaders of the states and of our black government, Black Wall Street, sold us out, which caused us to take the treaty, okay? The Indians to take the treaty. Now, when we took the treaty, this is where everything starts to collide, okay? Y'all got to go read the treaties, what they did. We went into a status change. The word civilized come from Christendom. We was not called civilized, okay? When Chris invaded, like I said, in the 12th century, when Chris invaded, we was the dark continent. You see, when they invaded, they named it Amor-Rican, Moorish, okay? Them all the people that fall under the Moors, which literally fall back to the Indian, like I was breaking down earlier. You see right here, which is under Kemet. Kemet is in Atlantis. Atlantis is what you know as America, which was the dark continent. So y'all got to process. Now, anyway, all our leaders, you know, they sell us out, which helped Chris and them infiltrate with their government. We took the treaty. Now, at this time, what else is going on at this time? Well, when you look over to Haiti, the French is invading Haiti, okay? The Haitian Revolution went down. So they basically went on their sword. We took the deal to save the world over here with the Civil War while they was fighting for the revolution, okay? Now, what else was happening? Simultaneous. The Aztecs and the Mayans, they banging it out with the Spaniards. Now, all French, Spain, and Chris, they all from Europe. This is all happening in this time frame, okay? Now, since it's more land and people in the Aztecs than the Spaniards, what happened? They hit them with smallpox. You're going to study this and find out. Because our people did not carry disease. We was pure over here. We never knew of a disease. That's facts. Now, anyway, back over here. So they hit them with smallpox. They done start banging on them. They done got us to take the deal. Mind you, the Moors and all of them infiltrated to set all of this up. Okay? Now, why? What was going on? Because the Moors was banging. As you can see, hold on. As you can see, this the day they got conquered, okay? The Moors was banging with who? The Europeans. Now, here you go. This is where it gets tricky at. Okay. 2,100 years BC. That's the calendar the Sumerians used, the Copper Indian used, the Aztecs used, Kemet used, what you know is Africa, but it's not because Kemet is here in Atlantis, what you call America, okay? Now, boom, we all using this. We all got the same blood type, us right here, and we all using the same calendar, right? So, how did it switch like that? Well, in the 1500s, the Catholics, which is the Christians, they won the battle against the Moors. The Moors was teaching Kemetic religion, my bad. And when the Catholics won, they was started putting the Moors down. The Moors had a choice: either you convert or you die or leave. The Moors ran, as you can see. They ran, flooded America. I mean, they ran from Spain. Ooh, I'm sorry about the camera. and made their way to the Dark Continent in the 12th century and named it. You see, after they crossed this out. Now, all of this shit with the Civil War leaders and shit and the calendar was to, because remember, you can't take your land from your own people. All of this was to get the land, the baby Indian to become a fake slave because we wasn't a real slave. They needed our gold and our resources. Now, remember, they took our gold and silver back in, I think it was 17 something. I forget right now. And they gave us credit lines and the federal debt note, the dollar bill. You see? All of that was to get over here for our resources because we was an oasis. They, over in Europe and all that, Africa, the land wasn't nothing. It was like in bad conditions. Okay, the Moors was over there building that land. You see, the Moors was advanced. They was over there, you know, building. They brought the governmental system to the world over there. So, you know, that was the whole point when they was building, when the Moors was over there building, we was oasis. Okay. Now, we had queens and stuff traveling to Europe. The name Europe come from one of the queens originally, you see? So that meant Indians and stuff was already over there. Like literally, that's the truth. The name is named after one of the queens. Okay, so boom. From there, now you see we moving back and forth, obviously, somehow. That's how the Moors was getting over here to our land in the Hebrew. You see, because the Cherokee became Hebrew when they infiltrated us. You see, we became all of them when all of them infiltrated us. That's why the natural Indian baby is out here screaming and cussing all these other cultures out, because they all took our history and they tried to wipe us. Now back to the calendar, okay? 1500s, the Christians, they pop up, they whoop the Moors, they switch religions. From the Roman Empire, they took they swapped the Julius Caesar calendar out for the Gregorian. Now, why was that important? Because the Julian had a leap day in it, okay? It had one leap day. The Gregorian, it don't have a big difference. It just tracked different. It tracked the cycle of the seasons, you see. That is a big difference because they were using a leap day, meaning they was skipping a day. So the Romans was skipping a day and the Christians was basically weather changing with the seasons. Now you see why we got winter when we never had it. Because with the Sumerian calendar, we went lunar, broke it down, 12 months. You know, we broke it down 28 days, 13 months, 364 days a year, times 6 years equals 2,184. Okay? Now, why is that so important? Because when you swing back up here, when that calendar was originally changed, George Washington was born February 2nd, 11th, 1731. But they changed his birthday to February the 22nd, 1732 for the new calendar. Okay, that alone just show you we was already rocking in this the Sumerian. You see the dates. This is pre-life. Wasn't nothing on this planet but us. And I'm showing y'all the truth. Okay, now by the time these boys got in here, they come from manipulating calendars, you see. Now, anywho, not to get off topic. So, Constantine VII, Sylvester II, Roman Otto III, he the one who swapped the calendar, and he wanted to start reigning at 1000 AD just because 996 AD after death didn't sound right. So instead of him manipulating 4 years, Dog went and manipulated 297 years. Okay? 614 through 911 AD, nothing happened. And that's the truth. Nothing The European was in this dark age at this time.